Where are you right now? You might say you are in a room sitting on a chair, but where is the you that is having this experience? Is it inside your head, looking out through your eyes? Is it spread throughout your body? This is one of the oldest and most profound questions we can ask ourselves. For centuries, thinkers have wondered if the mind, our inner world of thoughts, feelings, and perceptions, is something separate from the physical stuff of our brain. Is it a kind of ghost inhabiting the machine of our body? Or is there another explanation, one that science is only just beginning to grasp? Today, the dominant view in neuroscience is that our minds are not separate from our bodies at all. Instead, everything we experience, the brilliant red of a sunset, the comforting warmth of a hug, the complex chain of thoughts that leads to a new idea, is a product of the biological processes happening within our brains. This might sound simple, but it is a revolutionary idea. It suggests that the you know so well is intimately tied to the intricate dance of billions of neurons firing in specific patterns. This isn't to say that you are your brain, but that your consciousness happens because of your brain and your body working together. But how can this be? How does the gray, jelly-like matter of the brain, a collection of cells and electrical signals, give rise to the rich, subjective quality of experience? This is the deep mystery we are faced with. Scientists have made incredible progress in understanding the brain. We can map its structures and track its activity in real time. We can see how different regions light up when we perform different tasks, like solving a math problem or recognizing a face. These are what some philosophers call the easy problems of consciousness. They deal with how the brain processes information, directs attention, and controls behavior. While they are technically very difficult to solve, we have a clear path forward. We know what we are looking for, the neural mechanisms that enable these functions. We are getting better and better at finding them. The real puzzle, the one that keeps scientists and philosophers awake at night, is what is known as the hard problem. This term was coined by the philosopher David Chalmers. It asks a fundamentally different question. Why and how do these brain processes produce subjective experience at all? Why isn't all this complex information processing done in the dark, without any feeling or awareness? Why does it feel like something to see the color blue? Why does pain hurt? This is the mystery of qualia, the private, subjective qualities of our inner worlds. In the search for answers, many theories have emerged. One of the most prominent today is called Integrated Information Theory, or IIT. At its heart is a simple, elegant idea. IIT proposes that consciousness is a fundamental property of systems that are both highly differentiated and highly integrated. Think of it like a digital photo. A photo is differentiated because it contains millions of different pixels, each with a specific color. It is integrated because you cannot understand the image by looking at each pixel in isolation. They must all be seen together as a whole. The picture only exists when all the parts are woven together. According to IIT, the same principle applies to the brain. The brain is incredibly differentiated, with billions of neurons, each capable of being in different states. It is also incredibly integrated, with a dense web of connections linking everything together. This massive integration of information is what, the theory suggests, gives rise to consciousness. The theory even proposes a way to measure this property, a value called phi. A system with a high phi value, like a human brain, would be highly conscious. A system with a low phi value, like a simple thermostat or a digital camera, would have little to no consciousness. This idea is powerful because it treats consciousness not as some magical extra ingredient, but as an intrinsic property of a certain kind of complex system. It suggests that consciousness isn't limited to brains like ours. In principle, any system with a high enough phi value could be conscious, whether it is biological or artificial. This opens up fascinating and perhaps unsettling possibilities about the nature of awareness in the universe. The reason this question is so difficult is that it pushes the boundaries of what science can do. We are using our conscious minds to investigate the very source of our conscious minds. It's like a flashlight trying to illuminate itself. Every tool we have, from brain scanners to philosophical arguments, is a product of the thing we are trying to explain. This creates a unique set of challenges that don't exist in other fields of science. We are grappling not just with a lack of data, but with a deep conceptual chasm. Despite these immense challenges, the pursuit is profoundly important. Understanding consciousness is not just an abstract academic exercise, it has real-world implications that touch every part of our lives. It shapes how we approach medicine, especially in cases of brain injury, coma, or anesthesia. How can we be sure if a patient in a vegetative state has any inner awareness? Developing a reliable measure of consciousness could revolutionize clinical care and our ethical responsibilities to those who cannot communicate. It would give a voice to the voiceless. Furthermore, as we develop increasingly sophisticated artificial intelligence, the question of machine consciousness becomes more urgent. At what point might an AI system cross the threshold from simply processing information to actually having subjective experiences? How would we even know? A robust theory of consciousness is essential for guiding the ethical development of AI, ensuring that we do not inadvertently create suffering in artificial beings, or conversely, grant rights to systems that are merely sophisticated mimics of awareness. The stakes are incredibly high. Ultimately, exploring consciousness is about understanding ourselves at the most fundamental level. It is a journey into the heart of what it means to be human, or any kind of sentient being. It connects us to the biggest questions of philosophy, science, and spirituality. Why are we here? What is the nature of reality? While the complete answer may still be a long way off, every step we take on this path deepens our appreciation for the incredible, mysterious, and beautiful fact that we are here at all, aware of ourselves and the world around us. The mystery is, in many ways, the very thing that makes us who we are.